Welcome back to Tashkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Fantom, whose current price stands at the $0.2069 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 4.87%, and this is a bit of a recovery after seeing a bit of a dip yesterday in the evening. And in this video I want to give you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot structures, the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. And allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by giving you a brief of what has been happening here on the Fantom chart. From these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in a movement that have been terming as a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we have been seeing no prices in this massive ABC corrective structure right here, which has now taken us back to around the $0.16 mark in a movement that have been terming as a higher Elliott wave count 2. And whatever we expect after seeing the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 2 is an impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 3 before we see a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliott wave structure that I have right here, and give you a measure from the all-time high. From the all-time high, you can see that Fantom is down more than 94%, meaning there are chances that we might have seen the low for that second wave, and there are chances that very soon we might see that bounce to the upside in the formation of this higher Elliott wave count 3. But that doesn't mean that there is no room for us to make a new low here on the Fantom chart. We also need to be prepared that in case there is a dip in the whole crypto market, there are chances of still making a new low here on the Fantom chart and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $5.827 mark, and that is the minimum that I will expect Fantom to do in the next bull market, and that is my long-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out. And jumping to the 1 hour chart for further analysis and also give you the short-term scenarios that can play out here on the Fantom chart. Here on the 1 hour chart, you can see that after making our low down there at around the $0.16 mark, we have been seeing a very nice bounce to the upside in a movement that has been obeying the Elliott wave structures, where we can have this movement as the first wave to the upside. Then we saw this ABC corrective structure over here in the formation of that second wave. Then we saw a very nice bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And right now I'm expecting a fourth wave before we continue pushing even higher in the formation of that fifth wave to the upside to complete a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. And for those that have seen my previous videos, I have two Elliott wave counts that we can apply on this chart, and I'll start with these Elliott wave counts that I have right here to give you the short-term scenarios that I expect to play out here on the Fantom chart. There are chances that we might have seen the high for this wave 3 at around the $0.26 mark, because if I use the Fibonacci's, the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, that gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which is a target area that we have fully maximized. We continued pushing even higher, making it to the fib level 2.618, and that means we have an extended wave 3 to the upside. And there are chances that we saw the high for that wave 3 at around the $0.26 mark, and this retracement that we are seeing over here might be the formation of that wave 4, which we have fully maximized the target area of that fourth wave, because if I sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4 by using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3, that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the chart. And that target area perfectly lies between the $0.22 mark and the $0.2 mark, and that means there are chances that we might have seen the low for this fourth wave, because you can see we have fully maximized that target area by retracing fully into that target area. And there are chances that very soon we might start that impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of this wave 5 to complete a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. And to support that movement to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4, we also saw the formation of a chart pattern which is right right here, which is a double top, which is a triple top, and this is a chart pattern that normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area of the breakout as the height between the tops and the neckline, and we can get that height and then place it below the neckline, giving me a minimum target area back to around the $0.21 mark, which is a target area that we have fully maximized also. And the other Elliott wave count that we can have right here, because I think we have come to an invalidation point of this Elliott wave structure that I have on the charts, because the wave 4 has retraced into the high of that first wave, and if I mark the high for that wave 1, you can see that we have come down in the retracement in this wave 4 to the high of that first wave, meaning this Elliott wave structure right here has come to an invalidation point, and I need to have a different wave count. And the only way we can view this movement to the upside is having this as a massive wave 1. Then whatever we are seeing over here is a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a second wave. Then I'm expecting a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. And to get to see whether this second wave has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to do by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, that gives me a minimum retracement area between the Fib level 0.382 and the Fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts, which we have fully maximized. And there are chances that very soon we might start that impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the Fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.35 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 3 to the upside to do before we see a wave 4 and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to complete a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. Also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 40 mark, meaning you have massive room for us to support any movements to the upside. Also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices are coming our way, and we might continue pushing higher in the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 3. And that's the update for Fantom.